What up, Dick? It's the Real Nigga Podcast, you know what I mean? Well, due to the popularity of the Big Trunks episode, we here again. You know what I'm saying? I uploaded it, of course, on XTV West Side on YouTube, where you can peep it out. Yeah, it's a good 44 minutes. Yeah. XTV East Coast thoroughly enjoyed it, and Justin, he talking about that podcast like crazy. That's my nigga there. That's my nigga name. That's my nigga. Let's get it, Dad. Get it good. Complain you hurt. You okay? I'm good. Well, Trunks, you got any opinions on that shit? Hold on. Don't touch my shit. I told you not to touch my shit, didn't I? Oh, shit, we on there. What's up, Dad? Well, I asked the fans on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Because I wrote some things down I forgot to ask you. And, the fans got some things, they want to know about you that I wasn't able to ask. So, yeah, we sitting here. And one of the things is the WWE career. You like 90 shit up, Dag. Shut up. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you forgot about this. Tell us about it, because at this point, your character in XTV, you were still doing a cone shit. And your character in XTV was kind of getting washed up, in a way. People wasn't liking it. I think I touched on, that part, the part where I was, kind of just got tired of the cone character, and the fans really got tired of it. And at that point, no 3, cause I played a stupid character my whole career. That was the whole thing with the cone character. He was stupid. And there's only so many creative things you can do with stupidity. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to do different things and here and there, but everything was just, it got so stupid where people ain't paying attention to that dumb shit. They moving on to something that's gonna help their brain. You know what I mean? So how did you, because you perfected dumb pretty good. You still do it to this day. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? How did you perfect it so good? You was really stupid. I thought, that nigga slow. I didn't sniff no paint, no glue or nothing. Why you interrupted me? This nigga is talking to a mop, ladies and gentlemen. But, I just knew how to be stupid. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just knew how to be stupid good. Leave me alone. All right. But go ahead. Yeah, so I just seen that the state of XTV and where it was going, and the WWE is something I just kind of just did. Once I seen Best go over there and was very successful with it, I decided to go over there. But it's a different ball game. As y'all know, Bobby had to work real hard in order to go over there. He had to do shit. He started off hardcore, then worked his way up. And he beat Triple H at that SummerSlam, when it came back. And as for me, I came out there and I was surprised that the audience, they was happy as hell. I got a big pop. They was like, yeah, but it just show you, even though I'm doing my thing in XTV and not popular in XTV, that's a different audience, and they was able to respect me because they liked what I was doing. And on top of that, I've been putting in work all of these years, and I think that's what it was with that audience, is that they seen that I'm always working, I'm always there, you know what I'm saying? And they respect somebody that continuously grind and shit and just always there, you know what I'm saying? He not letting the audience, hate get to him. He's still out there, he doing his job, and he's, and so even though I didn't have this audience, I was gaining more respect with that audience. And I came out there, man, I ain't gonna lie, I cried like I cried like a bitch backstage. Damn, Dad. Yeah, I lived in XTV when I wasn't popular. You know what I mean? And shit, everybody, you know what I mean? Except Justin, that's the only dude that had my back. But he would even tell me sometimes, yo, Trunks, you getting too dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, why was you so stupid, Dad? I mean, why couldn't you change that character? You gotta understand, I was under contract, so I had to play that character. It wasn't like I could just do something out of nowhere, and if I did, that would affect my job, that would affect my money, you know. But I just tried to stay committed. You know what I mean? I came in like this, and I thought that was the way I had to leave. That's just how I thought at that time. I thought I had to stay committed to this character, and I was responsible for whatever. I did the biggie. Anyway, I don't want to explain what that is, Dag. I don't want to either. The biggie is when I say whatever. But anyway, so you just said you didn't want to explain it, then you explained it. Shut up. My character was real dumb, and I was popular in the WWE, but I remember I came out there, expecting to get booed because I was just always treated bad in XTV after, as the character got dumb or people wasn't, giving me a lot of love as they once was. Excuse me. And this is around the time with Bobby, he started to get a little mouth on him and, he was getting popular and shit. So I wasn't up there. But, man, that shit was like crazy. So go into the story, man, on how you became the third member or fourth. Well, I think it was the fourth member, if you count Don Marie. The fourth member of the Impact Players. Well, I think Just Incredible made an announcement that it's going to be a fourth member of the Impact Players. I think somebody got kicked out. No, it was going to be two new members because it was Just Incredible and then it was Landstorm and it was Don Marie. So yeah, 5 members. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And so they had announced Impact, and Impact was in CAW as well. You know what I'm saying? He was just this big, strong motherfucker, and he didn't get no reaction cause it's like, oh, who was this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? And so then next was me, but the audience didn't know, and they finally said, he gonna remember y'all been waiting for him, this whole time. Well, here he is. And I just came out there acting like my clone character, but I felt like I had more freedom in, the WWE. Cause I remember wilding, man, just hopping around and kissing at the audience. Yeah, man, that's one of the moments as far as that, what I'm saying, period, of like just your entrance. Man, I was having fun, you know what I mean? And the crowd threw roses and shit, I'm like, what the fuck? And it was reminiscent to the time when me and Payne used to do our shows on stage. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had that since then, because remember in XTV, I'm washed up, I'm terrible, so that shit felt good as fuck. I'm at a totally different company getting all this love, you know what I'm saying? And then the last person that came before me, Impact, he was like, yeah, nobody care about that big ass nigga. He just big for no reason, fat fuck. But yeah, damn, did y'all get along? You just call him a fat fuck. I got along with everybody in the WWE, but as far as Impact ass, man, that nigga was lame. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. Yeah, I'ma shoot. He just was. I remember my first night there. You know what I'm saying? He just talking to me like he really believed that I was the character I was portraying on XTV, and he used to just be like, "Look, you're going to put the bag down like this, and then you're gonna just telling me all this retarded shit." I'm like, I know where to put a bag, you know what I'm saying? And he was just doing it to like get a rise out of me, you know what I'm saying? And Just Incredible in them seeing that, they used to just pull me aside, hey man, don't let that motherfucker get to you, He just think cause he big, he gonna get some type of, success or whatever. He believed he was so successful, I remember, Impact. Like he thought he was like, bitch, I'm in the WWE, I'm better than everybody, but he wasn't shit. You sound like you about to cry now. That nigga said he wasn't shit. Shut up. But but he just, he was just trying to like, he thought he was better than everybody. Hold on. And I just used to just be like, man, fuck this guy, And I remember one time we almost came to blows. This is when we was leaving my first night. You know what I'm saying? I think he was really jealous of me because I got such a big pop. You know, nobody expected that. You know, it was like, damn. You know, and when I went into the WWE, I didn't want no titles. I didn't want shit. You know, but I won the tag titles. You know, with the Impact players and. You know, me and just Incredible, we didn't get along because I was always fucking with Don Marie, lifting her skirt up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Being a dumb cone character, and you know, just the whole like I was a popular character, and I think you know Impact. He came in not really loved, and he started saying like, "Nah, you ain't shit. He the shit, and you hate on him." And man, we almost came to blows. He just came in there. He was like, he dropped his bag, and all his clothes fell out. He's like, man, look what you made me do, man. You made me drop my clothes. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm way over here. How I made you drop your clothes? And, you know, I just, shit, he come up to me, bowled up in my face. I'm like, get your titty off my chin, nigga. And, you know, he didn't get his titty off my chin. You know, I'm like, your titty almost in my mouth now, nigga. Next thing you know, I got tired of that titty. And I punched his ass in the stomach. And, you know, we got into this fight. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It's just, man, I hated Impact. You know, out of everybody, like that's who I didn't get along with. You know, and his music was corny, dog. What I can remember, you know, about Impact, his music was corny as shit. Yeah, that's right. You know what's Impact? Like it was like the worst rap song ever. You know what I'm saying? But you see why his punk ass ain't work, this nigga. Come to me now, GBC Garden Block Crip. Well, moving right along. I mean, your character is getting popular. You been the cone character in the WWE. You left CAW. You know, eventually you went back and won a championship, but we'll get on that later. You know, so how do you feel about your career? You know, during that period, Dad. I mean, you wasn't a champion. It was Payne and Best that came in, and you know, of course, that's the crazy feud. You know, and Payne did a great. He told the story great on Justin's podcast. You can check that out on XTV East Coast. Shout out to Justin again. You know, did that do something to you? You know, seeing Payne as champion, seeing the Best. Man, 90. Those are two people I worked with. You know. So it felt good, you know, seeing them win the belts because I didn't want the belt. You know what I mean? Like, not that I felt I wasn't worthy enough or something. I was comfortable with where I was. You know, I wasn't trying to get that kind of success. I felt great with the success I had. You know what I mean? If I can touch somebody's life and not even be in a company, I'm in another company and I'm touching their life, and that's all I really wanted. You know, that's why I said what I said on your last podcast and on the story of Big Trunks. Like, if I'm washed up or if I'm done with, you know, bitch, I enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? It's been fun. You know, so the audience got to call it, and if that's what they want to call it, then that's what it is. You know, I didn't bring an end to my legacy. The audience thought, okay, it's no more Big Trunks, and then good, move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with passing a torch. You know, something wrong with keeping that shit when your ass ain't worth a damn, you know. But I'm still worth a damn. I'm still the voice, you know. And that ain't no ego. That ain't no brag shit. It's just that's what it is, you know. What I was gonna say, man. You good, Dad? Let me get my thought together, 90. Okay. Me and Don Marie stayed flirting though, 90. I don't know that shit. Oh yeah, hell yeah, you know. It's just she was so fine to me. Like I never seen nobody that pretty. And I remember just staring at her. You know, we used to just do little shit, man. We used to have fun. You know, that whole time period. Oh yeah. I know what I was gonna say. Seeing the Best win all them titles is what made me want to go to the WWE. Just seeing that, damn, you know, cause CAW to me, it was cool, but it became just the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in XTV, you know, and I'm not being loved for the character I am. I'm being hated. You know what I'm saying? So seeing this totally different place, you know what I'm saying? I just looked at it as a new journey, a new start. And it was, you know. I mean, that first night where I got cheered. Like, that was the title to me. You know, I won a lot of fans. You know what I mean? I had a bigger fan base now. You know, and I didn't do nothing. Like, Pain will tell you, Best to tell you, when they first came to the WWE, they got booed like a motherfucker. They was like, boo. You know, they didn't care about them, they ass, but they had to work hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then get cheered for. But me, I came the first night and got, it was a big ass pop. You know what I'm saying? And that meant a lot to me. You know, that's why I say I lost it my first night, man. I cried. Then I whooped Impact ass for having this titty in my mouth. But that's neither here or there. Anyway, I just, man, you know, that meant a lot. That's why I say when I seen the Best win, I'm like, cool. Then I seen the Pain win. That was even better. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my little brother and we grew up in the game. And, you know, I don't care how much, you know, we had this hate for each other or whatever it is. When I see him be successful in something, I'm happy for him. Even if it's beating my ass. Shut up. You know, but I just get glad to see him doing something successful. He's still my little brother. Like, that ain't gonna ever change. You know what I mean? We can argue like right after this podcast. You know, but at the end of the day, I felt a certain reward. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, look at your little brother, very successful. More successful than me in some way because he won the actual championship. You know, and he held it for some time. But I was just comfortable with my role, and for the remainder of the WWE, I was a success, and I was having fun on the road all that time, and meeting these new people, fighting these people. Me and Big Show, my nigga. Oh yeah, that's your nigga. Yep, that's my nigga. I got shooters, you know, and it's just good, you know what I mean. It felt good. So when it closed, how did that feel, man? It felt it just needed to, you know what I mean? Because XTV was just doing this thing. Day of Reckoning was coming around, and you know, I was again popular in XTV because this is the TXG era. You know what I'm saying? And people see what I'm doing in the WWE. I changed my character to D-Matic, the pimp. You know, and once I did that, it was just like, whoa, you know. And that sprung new life into my character. So I was like hugely popular. I got 2 different coasts that's rocking with me, you know, 3 if you count the WWE, and it felt good because now I was D-Matic. And now where did this come from? This character, watching Dolomite getting high 90. That's how I came up with this character. You know what I mean? Getting blazed, and just watching Dolomite and how ugly that movie was, but how incredible that movie is when you high. You know, the Mac and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just watching those movies made me say, I'll be Big Trust D-Matic. I mean, I'm gonna be Dolomatic. That'll be a day without the lose. Watch. I sure tell you. And you know, I became Dolomatic. A nigga with nothing to lose. And you got to a point where you got tired of people calling you Dola. Yeah, that's Justin's fault, you know, because one time he said, no, actually it's Bobby's fault, because Bob was like, oh, Dola sound like an old ass, you know, slave from back in the day, or some shit he said. And, you know, since then I was like, don't call me Dola, you know, call me D-Matic, you know what I'm saying? That's when I became D-Matic and all the different variations of that. But, yeah, you know, I just had fun with that character doing a little pimp shit. Now, one of the fan questions, you know what I'm saying, because you did the D-Matic thing for some time. And one of the fans' questions was, whatever happened to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these different ladies that you gave numbers, 90? I mean, Trunks. He talking to himself. I think number 1 had a baby. It ain't mine. And I think number 2 was sleeping with the man that number 1 had. And number 3 was the sister of number 1. And number 3 and number 1 don't get along. But number 3 ain't never like number 2 anyway. And number 3 wound up fucking number 2 husband. And then number 1, husband gay. And it's a whole bunch of drama with 1, 2, and 3. It's a whole bunch of shit. All them girls crazy. 1, 2, and 3. You know, so I've been dropped down. You know what I'm saying? As far as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I lost touch with them bitches. There's too many bitches to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? And what made you want to name these girls after numbers? Oh, it was based off of what I thought of them. Like, damn, this girl a 10, this girl a 2, this girl a 3. You know, only reason number one was number one is because she had too much damn mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? She'll talk about everything. Like, if I'm looking at this hole, I'll be like, damn, that's a little small ass hole. She will go 15 minutes, 90, about how small that hole is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I just mentioned it. It wasn't a part of the main conversation, but she'll make the main conversation the smallest talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, small talk, big talk. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. So you don't keep in touch with none of them girls? Nah, none of them. You know, 1, 2, and 3 got drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not getting into that, and that baby ain't mine. But yeah. So yeah, and then your Trunks character, moving things forward. This is again, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't really popular at the moment. You of course became what you are today, Big Trunks D-Matic. You know what I'm saying? How did this come about? Just you know, looking at the WWE DVDs, you know, just watching all the stuff that they had, and at this point they had like Mr. Perfect and Jake the Snake and Bret Hart and all these other different DVDs, you know, and I'm sitting there like, damn, they never do no black wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, they never do nobody black. Like, I thought of all the black athletes, you know, that's come and gone in that company. I'm like, they never do a DVD on them. Like, what the fuck? So I said, damn, I should make a character that people don't even like maybe it's like hidden history. You know what I mean? And I came up with the concept of a wrestler that first he started off as a slave back in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? He was the manager, but he was a slave, you know. And then he worked his way up, you know, and eventually in the 70s, he got these big ass draws from Ernie Ladd. And I was like, that was Big Trunks D-Matic, you know. And the story went on. I got washed up, arrested. Kind of like now, dog. Shut up. You know, and all these other different things. And so that's pretty much where I came with it. And we recorded it, and the recording was funny. And then we animated it and put it on YouTube. And that shit, I remember we animated that shit, put it on YouTube. And a lot of people took offense to it. You know, because when we went to the early days of the, you know, D-Matic character, people was just like, damn, that's a fucked up life. Because, like, I was a slave. My daddy hated me for wanting to be a wrestler in the first place, you know. And it was just too dark. You already know how 08 was. Word. And so people was just like, you know, they was just too weirded out. It was too dark. And, you know, our humor at that point was so dark where it's like, where's the joke in this darkness? You know, it is a joke, but it's just what we found funny back then. We done got better. We mature. But that's just how it was. That's how I came up with that. You know, just thinking of what if they did have like certain athletes we don't know about, but you know, they kind of keeping them hidden on purpose. So make something called hidden entertainment. And, you know, whites only. Just all the titles we thought about. Wow, whites only wrestling. You know, and all the different things the concepts we came up with the story of Big Trunks D-Matic was unique. And it was funny, you know what I'm saying? But it was so, again, it's so dark. You know, it's like whites only federation. What the fuck is this nigga talking about, you know? And, yeah. But I had fun. I was jabbing D-Matic first, you know. Then I became Big Trunks. I get my love. Word, dag. Word. Crazy shit we shooting. D-Matic like fuck Impact. He a bitch, man, you know. I think they tried to make him on 06. They tried to make him a lot of times, you know, and he just sucked. You know what I'm saying? He was just big. You know, he had a good look to him, but no personality, no nothing. You know, he was Lex Luger, but worse. Fuck him. Well, dag. Now, I might have to shoot you, D-Matic. What the fuck? You like Impact? No, dag. No. My sister, Yosi. Oh, shit. Yeah. This is something I decided. I put this question, you know what I mean? The WWE question and this question and the next few questions. I put, fuck, what's going on with y'all, Dad, huh? Why was you bothering my sister like that? Look, 90. I'm just gonna be honest. Please don't kill me. I ain't gonna kill you. Well, I might not, depending on what you say. I'm just gonna be honest, man. You never wrong being a real nigga. Alright? Um, Yosie the worst commissioner ever. Okay, she is. I don't care. I said it. I don't care who podcast she get on. I don't care what she say. She the worst commissioner ever. And I understand, alright. When she came out, the damage was already done. Some people say the same shit with Obama. Shit, the damage was already done by Bush and, all the other shit that go on. I understand. But Yosie, to me, she the worst commissioner ever. And I'm going to get to why. Okay? It's 2014, right? XTV's been the way it's always been. Fun. Free. You know what I mean? She locked me up. She locked Justin up. She locked all the top talent up that whole year. And I just didn't get it. Look at this year. Martha's doing a great job. An amazing job, Dad. Yeah. She's doing a great job, okay? Excuse me. She's able to not lose her composure, okay? You ain't seen her hit nobody. She ain't up front as much, but she gets stuff done in a responsible manner. You know what I mean? She don't just like attack you, and then when you attack her, she lock you up. We got the footage. You can't lie. We got the footage. Yosie used to turn to dragons, chasing Justin around this motherfucker cause she got mad cause somebody called her. Look, you supposed to have thick skin as a commissioner. You know what I mean? Me calling you a bitch should not make you, the commissioner, hit me. There should be different forms of actions that you should take. And I understand, you know what I'm saying? There's only so much you can take from certain people. And I've said some things, and I do apologize, but like it get to a point where, damn, we ain't got the game. We ain't got no way we can get these emotions out. So it's XTV. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Okay, in '09, shit was bad. Everybody in XTV was going at it. It was fights. People was kicking each other ass. But what happened? We got 2010. We got the game. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody was able to fight and get these emotions out. And then the Cosby Show and all these other different animations, people was put places so it wasn't bundled up in all this chaos going on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was being sent to jail. That's just the free spirit of XTV when we all together. You know what I mean? It don't stop. It's just crazy. So we don't have those mediums no more. I think the computer had a virus and shit. The game been gone. The PS3 fucked up. What does she do? She lock everybody up when they do some shit. And it got to a point where it's like, what the fuck? She locked Killing DT up for arguing. She the worst commissioner. She a great person. I see you getting that gun out, 90. Nah, this is my wallet, dog. Oh. But, she a great person, okay? She just ain't a good commissioner. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I felt. I just felt she wasn't making great decisions. Martha, like the only good decision Yosie did make is when she let the battle rap happen. You know what I mean? When she let it happen. But I think she had to get permission from somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. The reason we ain't feuding no more is because her ass ain't in office. You know what I mean? If she was in office, like, I'll probably be saying other different things, but not in front of you. I feel you, Doug. I feel you. Being a commissioner is hard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was telling me, hey, Nandy, how about you? You be the commissioner, man. We like you. You a real nigga. You do this, you do that. And, I thought about it, of course, a few times. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know if I can control all y'all. I got a short fuse. Exactly. But you knowing that you got a short fuse, you knowing that you're not ready to take on this task, you ain't going to take on it. You know what I mean? Yosie should have known she wasn't ready to be commissioner. because she knew she was going to hit somebody. She knew this was going to happen. You know what XTV is when you becoming a commissioner. You know what you signing on the dotted line. You know that you might get into it with this motherfucker. But if you don't have a ground base, if you don't know how to, like, you know, control yourself, you ain't going to be a good commissioner. And, you know, me saying that, I don't see how other people get mad at me or say things about me because I say she was the worst commissioner ever because she was one of the worst. You know what I'm saying? The only thing good she let happen was let battle rap slide. That's it. Like, that's me being honest. That ain't me bashing her as a person. Again, she's a lovely woman. You know, LT, you got a good woman on your hands. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm sorry for calling her a bitch and all the shit I said back in the day. But now, that's over. I'm older. And I can say she was the worst commissioner ever. It was horrible. It was the worst experience of a lot of people. And a lot of people won't say that shit because they don't remember. But that's because Martha done made it so much better. You know what I'm saying? She funny. Excuse me. She funny as fuck. You know, yes, we did just listen to that skit with her, with the damn, the Sunday school thing with the little kids. You know, that, like, man, that shit is so funny to us. You know what I'm saying? And she was able to inject herself and make herself look funny and fun. You know what I'm saying? Yosi wasn't fun. She was just always serious. You know, and that's what I hated about her. You know, I'm not sure what she's going to think of this, you know, but her commissionership was terrible, and I'm glad it was over when it was over. You know what I mean? Well, I ain't going to kill you, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to die. Because you did just give your honest opinion, and every man has a right to his opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can't kill a nigga over his opinion. You know what I mean? So, you slide. You slide. So, the next topic is when you got on crack, D-Matic. Oh, yeah. Nah. This shit is always hard for people to ask you. I talked to Jasmine, you know, before I did this, you know, and he said he has you on the show. And he said, I don't even think he mentioned this when you got addicted to this substance. You know, but if you feel like talking about it, I understand. Oh, no, I gotta go there. I gotta go there. At the height of my success, 90, I was happy. In '05, that is. You know, when I got a second chance in XTV, I was happy. You know, and I was getting a lot of fans, a lot of love, man. Shit I wasn't expecting. Like, I was expecting to be washed up my whole life. I mean, the D-Matic, the Cone character was so just not good. And so D-Matic, you know, that was new life into me. But, you know, once I got really hot, man, I just missed my brother. You know, it's like this one song. I used to play it back then. It's by Lil Wayne. It's called Miss My Dogs. Man, I miss my dog. And, you know, it's just Lil Wayne reminiscing over the Hot Boy days and shit. And, you know, it got to the point in '05, I'm hot. Everybody, I love you, D-Matic. You so smart. You know, you ain't stupid and all that shit. And, you know, I started thinking about the old days with me and Payne. And, you know, I missed him, you know what I'm saying? But Payne was all cracked out and shit, you know, and I thought, damn, maybe I need to get high. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to feel what my brother feel. You know, I wasn't thinking. I was just, you know, trying to feel what he felt. And how'd that make you feel, Dad? Shit, I forgot about my emotions real fast. Hey, I forgot all about my emotions, you know what I mean? But I kept it hidden, like, for a long ass time, you know, and I kept it hidden for a while. I started doing that in '05, you know, and got caught in 2011. You know what I'm saying? I just used to just do it, you know, because, like, it would just kill so much bad thoughts and so much, you know, negative emotions where, you know, like a talk with Best, or like, people couldn't go there with me. I was there with my brother. Me and my brother, we grew up together. We grew up into this business together. Then we broke apart because of this business. You know what I'm saying? Went our separate ways. You know, now I'm around all these new different people that I don't really know, that didn't grow up with me. where I can't share some of these old stories with. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me like my brother do. So that shit is lonely. You know, not even Justin. You know, even though Justin my best friend, it's like he ain't my brother. Like, you know, he didn't grow up with me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurted, man. Like for real. And so that's the substance I use to combat my emotions. You know, I'm not saying it was the right thing to do, you know, but it felt right, you know, and it felt like it was the right thing to do, and it felt like it was killing certain things that I couldn't, you know, kill with just sitting there meditating, talking to us. I actually tried a psychiatrist before that shit. You know, I remember like I talked to him and shit, and his eyes was pink as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Wow, incredible story." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Damn, did you hit a big ass blunt before you sat here asking me all these damn questions?" I told him everything I just told you about, you know, me and Pain growing up, and he was just like, "Wow, crazy story." You know, I'm like, "Yeah, you got anything?" Oh, and then he just started naming all these crazy ass medications. You know what I mean? I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know. So that's really where the usage came from. And then, of course, you got caught using it on F&K at the low point of its success in 2011, D-Man. Yeah, it gave us ratings though. Yeah, man, I was in the closet smoking that shit, you know, and Bess found me. He was just like, "D-Matic, what the fuck?" You know, a whole bunch of people. And you know, I was paranoid. That's why I kept on saying, "Oh, you motherfuckers got me. Y'all been planning on me for a long time." I was in the middle of being high as fuck that night, you know. And I remember waking up the next day, I thought it was a dream. You know what I'm saying? So I seen Justin just shaking his head. You know, I remember I walked in the room, and first Romy was shaking his head. And then, you know, Justin and Yosi, you know, and then I think Bob said, "I still love you, Trunks." He said it like that, you know, and I was embarrassed, man. You know what I mean? It's nothing like keeping something hidden, like your darkest secret, your darkest memory, and then somebody see what you was thinking. It's like, "Oh, you nasty motherfucker, you know, you don't know what I'm going through, you know, like you don't know what's happening to me, you know." And yeah, the shit hurt it bad as fuck, you know. I think that was the worst point of my career. So what got you off? I mean, you talk about years of all these different things. What finally made you say, "Man, this ain't for me"? A long ass argument with Justin. You know, a long ass argument. That shit didn't stop. You know what I mean? I think it was after Size of Minion when we had fought because he was mad as hell at me. You know what I'm saying? And we just had this argument, man. He was just like, "Trunks, you somebody people look up to. We love you." You know, and the way he said that shit, "We love you." Love. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loves me. Like, I had to realize that shit. Like, even though me and my brother grew up in this business, we did love each other. That shit is the past. You know what I mean? Look at the new brothers you got. You know what I'm saying? Look at your new life. Look at the success you got. You know, I got so blinded with the substance where I wasn't seeing the success. I wasn't seeing the lives I impacted. I was just saying, "Shit, I ain't shit." You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got a family. But look at your new family. You know, this is your new life. Wake up. It's the rebirth. You know, and just kind of, you know, realizing it, arguing with Justin for a long time. I kicked that shit, man. You know, and it's never gonna come on to me again because I'm done. Like it doesn't really help. You know what I'm saying? Love helps, and love conquers all. And other cliche shit on a Hallmark card. But that's real, man. That's real, you know. I mean, I'm glad you're off that shit. Cause I was scared, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we gonna lose D-Matic now? We gonna lose this fat ass nigga over crack? Over crack? Over crack? You want that shit too? Nah, that. Now the next question I got. Now, F&K is really successful in '05 and all the years. Did you see Killer just being a huge success? Like, huge. You're damn right I did. I'm gonna say it on there. You're damn right I seen Killer being a success, because the old FNKs, we all will tell you, are boring. They're horrible, you know. But it's always Killer's part that's just always the best. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, it's like his parts is just so full and so original. You know, the little demon voice that he would do, you know, and all the other different, like his vocal delivery, his style was different. You know, I'm D-Matic. I'm just being D-Matic. I ain't using this tone, ain't using that tone. I'm using this tone the whole interview. Killer would change his vocals up, do this and do that. It's like, whoa, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? And it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was a different vibe, a different feel. And the fact that he was so original at a time where we ain't that original, aside from a few topics we talking about, made me say, damn, this nigga better than us. You know, let me get on this little kid level. You know what I'm saying? So he damn right I've seen it. And I'm not surprised at the success he does have and will have in the future whenever this Cosby Show, you know, finally get uploaded and shit. Killer's the greatest, you know. I would even put him over me, of course. Like, you know, he did a full show. I mean, you appeared on the Cosby Show 2 times, Dag. You know, how was that? That was a very humbling experience. You know, people get angry at Killer because they say, you know, he evil. He never honors his legends and all that. But he seen me, like I gave him a voice on FNK. I told him to be himself, and that was him really returning the favor with putting me on that one Cosby Show. What was that shit called? I think it was called Brown Draws or some shit. You know, because I don't want to get into the episode. It's very controversial. But it's called Brown Draws, and you know, we'll upload it sometime. But I think that he just seen that, you know, I gave him a voice, and that was returning the favor. I repeated myself, but fuck y'all.
And you thought Ghost Weed was only for the thugs? Hey ho! What? Yeah, you ho!
Oh yeah, me too.
You could be down too.
Yo, she always want to rhyme when she get around.
Yo, whatever to that. I got this thought shit right here, yo. Black Thought. I got that shit down pat. Check. Hold on. Let me hit that.
Got that thought shit, yo. Yo, bust it. I'm about to freak that shit. Check me out, yo. Check it out. As we descend upon the city of schemes, see the image fading into view from a black screen.
A frail grandmother pack a heavy Mac teen. We fiend slash machines in the struggling
Things, bloody denim, scuff knuckling things, sucker punching fake rappers, forcing me to take it to the extreme. Oh, you real, son? Well, what do you mean? How you real when you hustling dreams? How you feel like you fucking with me? Nat Burner, 5th Militia flamethrower, the mic soldier taking things over. You're not sober, consider thinking things over. Relax, we bout to spit it all over the track. Yeah.
girl doing black.
Yo, take this. Don't even listen to him. Don't sweat it.
Why, Joe?
Ghost Weed.
You know I killed that shit.
It's not like wow. It's like whoa.
Ghost Weed has been brought to you by Whack to Mac Incorporated, a subsidiary of Boo Your Ass Products. Remember, when using Ghost Weed, be sure to apply the Puff Puff Pass rule. Brain damage may occur. Results of our product do not include platinum.
Back to the podcast where you need to do it. Yep. Keep it real or you will spit fluid up. The Real Nigga Podcast is back after the brief intermission. Well, so you seen Killer early, man. How is he different, you know, from now to then? I mean, from then to now. Well, he's a lot more mature, you know what I mean? Killer had a lot of phases, you know. Excuse me. Of course, he had his demon era. I would like to call that in 06. You know what I'm saying? When he was the evil killer and he used to do the little evil shit that he used to do. Then he had his killer comedy era and the young killer era. Like, people, I don't even think East Coast know about that killer. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much phases with him. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like this shit is finna be incredible. Like this Cosby shit he working on. But yeah, man. Those two appearances was great because like one was just very brief. I just popped up and I was just like, cause Killer stuttered, and I wasn't even supposed to be on the set at this point. That's why Killer was like, "What the fuck is you doing here?" Because I had came in, and, you know, East Coast don't know about this because we ain't even upload this shit yet. But I had because Killer was like, he was like using spray paint. You know what I'm saying? He asked, I think, Theo for spray paint. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I need brown spray paint." And then he asked, he was like, "What the fuck you doing with brown spray paint?" Spray paint. He stuttered, and I'm like, "Spray paint?" Then he was like, "What the fuck you doing here?" I know that shit ain't funny to a lot of people, but it is to me. Fuck y'all. But that shit made me laugh. Cause I don't know how the fuck he said spray paint. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? Ooh. This nigga said, ooh. It is a good fucking time right now, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make mention of that. I ain't even smoked that L yet. So yeah, man, you know, and I just, that episode was like, whoa, Trunks, cause Killer never had nobody as a special guest on his show. Like the Cosby Show on XTV West, it just always was just, you know, his show. Like it was just like the Cosby's and Killer. It was never no, you know, 80s guy on this episode of this person. So I was the first and only person to date to be on his show. Then he invited me for a second time. And of course that's the biggest appearance cause I got animated on his show. And that meant a lot. Like for me to just make a brief, you know, little appearance on that's like, look. You know, and that caught everybody off guard because people love me, you know what I'm saying? But man, it just always, it felt really good. It felt very humbling, you know what I'm saying? To be a part of something bigger than FNK, because this is something that Killer uploaded on YouTube and is still doing big numbers. You know what I'm saying? So that meant a whole lot, you know, and I mean, to be a legend all these years and, you know, bring these people on, telling them to be them, you never expect the favor to be returned back. You know what I mean? And there it was right there in my face, and I still didn't see it because it's 2010 and I'm still smoking what I smoked, and you know, but it take a long ass argument and some bitch slaps and you'll get out of it, your crack addiction. Well, yeah, now these next two questions are kind of personal, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. I'm tired of stuttering. How a little bit, 90? Okay, go ahead. Jazz Misha, dag. Oh, Jazz Misha, that bitch down. Yeah, that bitch. Oh boy, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. When I was young, I was wild, 90. I mean, having that success from the WWE and being recognized, and of course FNK and shit, you just lose your mind when you see all these different women from different places. You lose your mind, you know what I mean? And for a while, you know, I try to just keep good morals going on, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm a Christian, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta have sex with all these girls, you know. And one of the rare times that me and Impact did get along, you know, surprisingly, even though I hated that nigga, he a fuck ass nigga, fuck him, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, dude, hey Trunks, I bet I fuck more girls than you. You know what I'm saying? He just said that out of nowhere with this roid rage face. I bet I fuck more girls than you. You know, and I'm like, okay, you know. We was in Atlanta. And so I got so much girls coming into my hotel room, and he was pissed off. That's the only time I did it, though. You know what I'm saying? He was mad as hell at the end. At first, it was like a friendly challenge, like, I bet I fuck more girls. Then it was like, at the end of the day, fuck is wrong with these girls, man? The fuck is wrong with these girls? You know, and I remember him hitting his head on the wall, and all the girls he did have came over to me because he left this big ass hole in the wall. He was like, fucking shit. You know, and his ass bleeding and shit. You know what I'm saying? Big ass hole in the wall. All his girls was like, I don't want to go with him. You know, and they came to me. But anyway, I'm in a hotel fucking all these women. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen what they call in Texas a setup bitch. You know what I'm saying? You just know that she up to no good. You know what I'm saying? And she came up there. She had this little ass mini skirt on, and she had these thick ass thighs, man. This ass, it was like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, everybody gotta wait. Y'all all gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? And they all waited in the hallway, and I grabbed her. I wanted her, and shit, man. Man, we got it on. Shit, them other girls didn't even get picked. I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just so good. I think I had about 5 girls that night, and she was like the 5th one. You know what I'm saying? I kicked the rest of them out. It had to be like 20, 40 girls out there, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Not even exaggerating. You know, because like I said, Impact had his set of women that wanted him. He had like a good, 2 or 3. You know what I mean? I had like 39, and then Just Incredible had his. But I fucked the hell out of her, man. Shit, we did everything that night, man. Damn, I ain't even know you could do that with somebody that can still make it sexual. But yeah, do what, Dad? Tie your neck like this. They can't see you. Put your arm on the back of your neck. Put your other arm on the back of your neck. Fuck her like this. Tie it up. Okay, so like he just got into it, and then yeah, I'll say about a few months later, she like, I guess she tracked me down to see who the father was, cause she was trying to do the DNA test and shit, and I was the father. You know what I mean? But something was wrong with the test. I learned later, where them kids might not even be mine. You know what I mean? But here I am. In maybe mid to late 07, F&K, still doing good, but it's because of Killer. I fall on hard times. I gotta deal with Jazz Misha Mouth, because we had to live together. You know what I mean? We went into court a whole lot. That's why it wasn't that funny in 07, because I had to go through so much. I had to go through court battles. I had to deal with these grown ass kids. I'm like, how the fuck is he 18 and we like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And all these different stuff. So you had an 18-year-old, big ass 18-year-old daddy, talking about some damn daddy gonna sit on my fucking thigh. It's something wrong with him. He mentally ill. I was like, well, he about to be mentally dead around this motherfucker sitting on my thigh talking some daddy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just mad as fuck, cause I don't know these children and this and that, and the court just keep on going in her favor, So I aired out how I felt on those F&Ks, and I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck this bitch, Jasmine. And I used to just tell them stories. So I mean, is it still, y'all gotta see each other? She got the bulk of the kids, you know what I'm saying? I get to see them on weekends, you know what I'm saying? And some of them grown, so, certain things I ain't gotta worry about it. I still pay child support. I pay my child support. And, but other than that, these kids, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they used to hate your ass, I remember. Do they still hate you? No, they used to resent me, but after living with their mom all these years and seeing the good father I was trying to be, they realized, oh, damn, my dad was that for me. It's my mama that be tripping. She used to tell them to get on F&K, call Trunks a dickhead, and all these other different things. She used to tell them to say that. Now they growing up, and she can't just cherish them with these, gift cards from Macy's. You know what I'm saying? They like, nah, I don't want no Macy's gift card. I want love. I want my dad. And, that's what it's on now. They went from hating me to realizing they, love. So, yeah, that's that. As far as Jazz Misha, we don't talk to each other. Well, I don't like her. You know what I'm saying? Next time I see her, it'll probably be at that bitch funeral, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Dad. Hell yeah. I can't stand. We can't be nowhere together. We just can't. If she was right here in that podcast, I'd be calling her so many bitches. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, damn, I ain't never heard that many bitches in one sitting. But that's just how I feel, man. You know, I really hated her. She fucked my life up for a good while. He about to cry. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? And fuck her. All right, now the final question here. Final question is the Real World Tampa. You was on season 1. Again, the East Coast don't know. Why don't you spill that? You know what I'm saying? Your own cousin, man. Oh shit. Your own cousin. XTV in 05 was trying to do a lot of different things. And this is something we did quick, like, you know, we didn't think twice about it, we just did it. And the first episode was so funny, you know, but it didn't catch on till later. You know what I'm saying? People was like, oh, you know, that shit funny. And we slowly did follow-up episodes, but being a part of that was very different and difficult as well, because I think the WWE was still around, and, you know, XTV, F&K, it was a hectic schedule to be in this house, to be over here, to fly in this plane, to get on this train, to get on this boat, all these different places. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. You know, it was real tough. But, you know, looking back at it, it was a crazy experience. You see that I was young. You know what I mean? I was free spirited again. You know what I'm saying? And I was having a lot of fun. But of course, season 2 is going to always be the most talked about because of what happened, who did what, and how it was done. You know what I mean? We had a great plan. They executed the plan that we had. And as a result, it's become what it has become and is. You know, you see Justin's reaction on it. And you see, of course, you know, us putting it on Fuse, and it's the most hits. It beat 90. That's crazy as fuck. You know, but that's just how I feel about that. Man. But that's cool, Dag. D-Matic, this was fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking us back to memory lane, and of course, educating the East Coast on what they don't know about the West Coast. Anything you feel like you left out, you know what I'm saying? We talked about your WWE career. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know, I can't wait to hear the East Coast opinions on that. And, of course, the Crack and Yosi thing. You know, to me, them the highlights. You know what I'm saying? But anything we left out? No, nothing. I just want to say, you know, again, like I said, you know, my last few, if y'all want to consider me over with, go on ahead. You know what I'm saying? The people that's saying this shit, fuck y'all, you know. I'm going to always be here, though. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm not going to leave. You know, I'm dedicated to this XTV shit. You know, this is fun. And it is what it is, you know. If I'm not funny, if I'm not fun, then say it. And then don't pay me no attention. Because you pay me attention, you paying me money. Thesis.